Welcome everyone today on a tier list of civilization. So today we are picking French first and we are talking about the French units, their unit costs, why they are good, are they even good, and etc. So first of all, I'm gonna bring the basic units into their position. I'm gonna put the archer and the spearman into D. The reason behind that, because even if I get the extra, the keep influence on the archers, I think they're like solid still D tier. Just like with the spearmen, they do their job, but that's not their best unit of the French civilization that they can have. Of course, they are not F unit, because for that we have a unit for F unit, the F tier. That's what I did, that explosive effect. Yeah, I don't need to talk about this. This shit is still F tier. So even though you can decrease the cost of the archers, they are just the same normal basic archers. No extra movement speed, no different damage. Yeah, you can get cheaper archers in H3 and H4, but literally that's all. So they are just like a generic archers with no bonuses. Only bonus you can get that you can get them a little bit cheaper. Wow, but I really don't care. When you have a really good economy, you don't care to make archers cheaper. You can make crossbow or hand cannoneers cheaper, right? So in the rooster of the French units, one thing is really important is not the Minotaur. It's also D tier. There is no special thing for the French Minotaur. They're just generic men at arms. No bonus HP, no bonus armor or damage or anything like that. They are just normal basic men at arms. The French knight. Now they are not just normal knight. In season 9, also their royal bloodline is gonna get stronger. And if I remember, if you go with the Royal Institute, now you're not gonna get 80 health, but more than 100. I think 104 extra health. So 24 extra health in castle, which is insanely crazy. So in H3 they're gonna be insanely crazy if you go with the Royal Institute, but also in Imperial as well, they're gonna have a hell, like insane amount of health. The French Knights is gonna be a nightmare for team games for sure, but we are talking about 1 versus 1 for now. So yeah, for the French unit comms, the Royal Knight is the best unit for them. Also, they have really good upgrades, like unique upgrades for the Royal Knight. Example, when you finish a charge, you get extra damage. You can heal your knight as well, passive healing out of combat, and yeah, that's really nice. Now, French crossbow. I think French crossbow is even better than a French knight. The reason behind that, because they have insane amount of melee armor. If I'm correct, they have 8 melee armor in castle with upgrades that you don't even need landmark for it, and in Imperial they have 10 melee armor. Okay, 10. That's crazy. That's crazy. So they have 10 melee armor, which makes the French crossbows insanely strong. Which why I would choose to make a lot of French crossbow, because they're melee armor, and also you can use the Pavise ability, which also gives you 5 extra ranged armor and plus 1 range. So the Pavise ability is really good from the French, and also you can decrease the cost of the units, which is really important to talk about, because these are really expensive units. You can decrease the cost of the Minotaur set. Okay, next one. Well, this is a generic unit. This is just a normal trebuchet. There is no unique stuff for it, but because in the next patch, trebuchets are gonna be really good, because there is no counter to the trebuchet with like AK with Springald or Culverin. They're gonna be fine, fine, but they have more use for the French than the spearman archer. I mean, archer is not bad, because you know what, let's put into C rather than D, because French uses archer more than using spearman or minotaur, right? Because for feudal aggression, etc. So the how important the unit is for French is exactly, let's put them in C. You can decrease the cost of the archer, you can decrease the cost of the spearman or the minotaur. So yeah, let's put it at least C, because they are important to make. Rams, well, for French, Rams not really that important. Even in next season, they're not gonna be important. Even in feudal, like honestly, a good French player, like a really good French player, would not make Rams. I remember watching Vortis and Lucifer playing a lot with French. They were not making that much of a Ram. Okay, let's put it on D, because it's like generic units and etc. So Ram as well, same cost like every other civilization. I don't think it's that important for French. You can just kill the villagers or torch down whatever you want to torch. I'm gonna put into the same role as the spearman minotaur, because they are generic. You can boost the cost of the archer, and trebuchet is gonna be more important in the next season, season 9. Hand cannoneer, solid A. I think most of the hand cannoneers I'm gonna put it into B. The reason why I put the French hand cannoneer into A, because you can decrease the cost, right? So yeah, so you can decrease the cost of the French hand cannoneer, which is really nice. So you can make them 90 resource, so 180 instead of 240, which is crazy. crazy good. So I think they deserve at least to be an A. But there's gonna be a little bit of nerf to the hand cannoneers, not to the crossbows. The crossbows gonna get buffed as well in the next season, if you know what I mean. So hand cannoneers will lose a lot of damage. So most of the hand cannoneers will go to the B tier if it's a generic hand cannoneer. But because the French has a cheap hand cannoneer, they deserve at least to be A. Not like main unit com, but yeah, you know. Horseman, it's also like at least B tier because the French horseman gonna have insane amount of health thanks to the royal bloodline, got buffed, and also they are cheap and you can make them even cheaper with keeps and stables, right? So yeah, not bad, not bad. Okay, next one. Let's see. What should we talk? Springald. I think Springald will be as important as Horseman for the French. I'm not even joking, chat. So Horseman and Springald is on the same level. How important to make them, and you can literally make Springald instead of archers in the next season. I mean, the archers are still gonna be the best. But Springald is gonna help a lot for French. If you want to break through of the enemy or if you are trebucheting them, Springald is gonna be insanely good. There's gonna be other civilization, but I'm gonna put the Springald into A or S tier because it's gonna be how important the Springald is gonna be in the next patch. But yeah, for now, I think Springald for the French at least B tier important. Scout, for the French, how important the scout is? At least C tier, how important? Because you have cheap pro scouts, you need a lot of information where to raid with your knights. So yeah, at least the French scout is C tier. Also, you can make the scouts faster as well from the TCs or the School of Cavalry. Yeah, you can easily go with the pro scout and get some deer under your TC. Mangonel, I don't think that's important for French to make Mangonels. I don't even remember. Like, I'm trying to remember, but I don't even remember when I made Mangonels with French. I don't think that important. Yeah, I'm gonna put into D. I don't think French, it's really important for them to make Mangonels. Yeah, Monk, they have a same normal monk, nothing special. You're just gonna collect the relic, so there is nothing, like literally there's nothing for them. You can't even make them cheaper. At least Jeanne d'Arc can make cheaper monks if you buy the building. So they are like generic unit, nothing important, nothing special. They're just generic unit, but you don't even see French players making monks or heal their units or anything like that. So yeah, for French, monks are useless. They are not making them. Ribaldo Queen is really good, insanely strong, and now that so this is the Royal Ribaldo and the normal Ribaldo really strong. So because the Gunpowder thing has lost from French, right? And not just French, every civilization, you can't increase the base damage, but the bonus damage of the siege. Royal Ribaldo is gonna be still insanely good, insanely strong, even though you lost the chemistry for the base damage. The cannons, the Royal Cannon. Wait, is there like normal Quiverine? I think they don't have normal Quiverine. So this is the Royal Quiverine. So I don't think they have base Quiverine. They have just Royal Quiverine. But anyway, I accidentally put here normal Quiverine as well. So their cannons are insanely strong. The Royal Cannon with its ability is clap. You know what I mean? So of course, Byzantine gonna make more Royal Quiverine than French. But if you don't make Red Palace, but make that siege landmark, those siege is gonna be insanely strong. Their damage is holy moly, like they have like a crazy amount of damage. So it is important for French to make these, and I think Quiverine is also gonna be important, even though Quiverine is not anti-siege unit anymore. It's gonna be a bombard unit, and many civilization bombard will be replaced with Quiverine. Example, HRE will lose bombard, so HRE will not have bombard, but they're gonna have Quiverine. So yeah, for this is the French tier list of the unit comps, of the uniqueness of their units, how important to make these units with French. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.